We also got to talk about Boeing because it is getting a bit of a boost this morning despite slashing full year expectations for its 737 MAX deliveries. It's now forecasting between 375 to 400 from the previous 400 to 450. You're looking at gains of just about 2%. Now the company posted a wider than expected loss, but saw revenue jump 13% from a year ago. Yahoo Finance's Pras Subramanian joins us now with the details. And Pras, it looks like it was good enough for investors, at least right now.
Yeah, shares up despite some bad news here. The company reporting that top line missed, he mentioned, of 18.1 billion and a wider than expected loss of $3.26 a share adjusted. Though the company reaffirmed its cash flow projections for the year, which seems to be boosting shares, but it's that delivery forecast for that 737 MAX, its workhorse jet, that is again a headline. Boeing saying that a supplier issue was identified on the aft pressure bulkhead section of the plane. Not a safety issue at the moment, it said, but it will impact production. And as you mentioned, Boeing now seeing 375 to 400 jets delivered this year, compared to 400 to 450, which was its earlier projection. Now, one more bit of news on the positive side for Boeing is the 787 Dreamliner wide-body jet. Boeing now transitioning to 5 deliveries per month from 4 in terms of production, and is on track to deliver 70 to 80 jets of those 787 jets this year.
And Pras, when we think about what this means for Boeing going forward and how they're going to kind of make up for a lot of those deliveries, is there any kind of clarity that they provided around that, and when ultimately investors can expect that to be reflected in some of the financials too?
So CEO Dave Calhoun said that despite some near-term challenges, they remain on track to hit their financial goals and goals for the long term. Apparently, in a memo to employees, he says that we're going to root out these production issues and it'll be the end of it. So he is sort of claiming that this will be the end of these long-term issues with the 737 MAX. As you know, a few years ago, they had the main issue with that, which was the safety problem with that one sensor, and that caused a massive headache for the company. They're sort of slowly getting back from that. Once they have fixed that issue, now they have no number of other issues from suppliers. So they're sort of rooting those things out. Calhoun is confident that he can do it. And with the sort of updated projection here of 375, 400 jets a year, it seems that they're maybe finally getting to that point, and maybe they're going to potentially increase that production going ahead, where they want to hit something like 50 planes per month by 2025, 2026. So I think it's that couple year sort of term that we'll probably see Boeing back to normal, if you can call it that.
All right, Pras, thanks so much for tracking this one, helping us break this down, wrap our minds around some of the numbers that just dropped for Boeing. We'll keep a close eye on the ticker symbol BA as we move on throughout the rest of the day. Yahoo Finance's own Pras Subramanian.